Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of June 7th, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now Gemini, let's begin. And of course, if you are a sun sign Gemini, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. Let's begin. Tapping into the Gemini collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Gemini not see coming for the week of June 7th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. I should say, what do we not see coming? Happiness, hater. And at the bottom of the deck, we have moving. Tell me why happiness, hater is something that Gemini does not see coming this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead. Okay, two cards came out. Nine of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Devil and the King of Wands. Okay. Situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Well, there's your happiness, hater. Ten of Pentacles. Let's get some cards on the table here. Ten of Pentacles. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here for Gemini? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Hermit, and Temperance. Why is the Nine of Swords here for Gemini this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Magician, the Ten of Swords, and the Moon card. The Devil. Why is the Devil here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Devil is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Swords, and the King of Wands. Why is this in Gemini's energy this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands, clarified by the Chariot, the Empress, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. Wow. Okay, I don't know what kind of ending you just experienced, or maybe you're in the process of an ending here, Gemini. And I only say that because I have the Fool card there, although I don't have the World card. So I think some of you are like in the process of some chapter here in your life closing out, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. I see you here this week, Gemini. I'm going to be honest with you. I think you're the happiness hater. I don't think that you're hating on a particular person. I just think that you're not very happy in general this week. There seems to be something here that you have invested in for quite some time. Situation, environment, or connection, some type of project or plan. Could be business related, work related for you. But there's a feeling here of like you are unsatisfied with the progress, or it didn't materialize the way that you wanted it to. And it's almost like, well, now I need to go within. Hermit to the Temperance card and figure out, what am I going to do next? So I could be speaking to a Gemini where Ten of Pentacles, you purchased a vehicle, and now this is like buyer's remorse. And it's like, well, what the hell do I do with the car now? Same thing if you bought any kind of property in that Ten of Pentacles. If you're a business owner, you've been working on it, and now suddenly it's not yielding the results that you wanted, or the job itself is no longer satisfying to you. This could be a connection, especially with the Six of Cups here. So there's something here, professional, platonic, or romantic, that you have invested in, and you were hoping that it would yield a particular kind of result, and it hasn't yet. And there's a feeling here of like, well, I don't know what to do next. Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the Magician, the Ten of Swords, and the Moon card. There's something here of like, I want to be able to push past this. I want to be able to get to that Ten of Pentacles. But because this Ten of Pentacles didn't work out, I don't really know then what Ten of Pentacles I want. So you're having a very difficult time this week manifesting what it is that you desire. And that's because your mind seems to be a little like scrambled eggs, if you will, because of whatever transpired here with this situation, environment, or connection that just like didn't work out or isn't yielding the result. So now it's like, I want to be able to manifest a path out of this job, this relationship, whatever this is. But I'm so bogged down with emotion, and I'm so, yeah, there's something here like my judgment is clouded. I'm very emotional. The Ten of Swords, I didn't see this coming, especially Moon to the Ten of Swords. Like, I didn't see this ending coming. So I feel like this is something that has been playing out for you for a while. But this week, it's, I don't know, you're a little bit of a Debbie Downer this week. You're like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. Okay, that didn't work out. I either need to come up with a plan on how to make that work, or how to pivot in a direction towards something else that will work out. But I don't know what to do. And I feel like you're not particularly happy this week, Gemini, because of that. I'm not saying you're not happy with everything in your life, but like with this one thing, like you're not. Then we have the devil. The devil is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Swords. I'm going to clarify this a little bit further for you, but this seems to be, I'm waiting for someone else to make a decision before I can make a decision. And I don't know why that is with that devil card. The devil to the Two of Wands, it's like, I need to make a decision. I'm either going to try to figure out a way to make this work, make this business work, this friendship work, this romantic partnership, I don't know what this is, or I need to figure out a way on how to move in the direction of what will work. But there's something here of like, but I can't make that decision because Six of Cups to the Page of Swords, I'm waiting for someone to give me information or intel or communication. So let's say this is work. You work for ABC Corporation. You're not particularly happy. Maybe you thought that after all this time you would have like a particular position, or you'd be making certain kind of pay, or, you know, you would have received a commission or a bonus, and you haven't, and it hasn't materialized. And now you're sitting there at work this week and you're like, I really wish that they would just tell me whether or not they're going to give me the position or not, because I don't know whether or not I should look for another company. I don't know if I should stay here. There's a very much like, I don't know. I know that I'm not happy with work. Again, only using that as an example. But before I can decide whether or not I'm going to move forward, I need them to tell me if I'm actually getting the position that I was originally promised. That seems to be what's happening here. For me, queens exist in the present. They process the past. They process everything that's going on in the moment. And then kings take action. And so I have you here saying, stepping into that King of Wands saying, I can move forward in a new direction, either with this or, you know, towards something else. But first, I need to hear from them whether or not I'm going to receive what I was hoping to receive. I hope that makes sense for someone watching. And until I receive that, I'm not happy because I don't know whether I should stay or I should go. And I'm just trapped in this Four of Cups that I don't really want to be in. Okay. Now, let's look at the energy that you're tied to. The Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. I hope that's making sense for someone watching. Even if this is a relationship. Let's say this is a romantic partnership. I have no indication of that on the table, but let's just say it is. This is, I'm not really happy. I thought we would be farther along by now. We're not. I don't know if I should leave. I don't know if I should like end things with this person and then figure out, you know, the type of partner I want and move forward in my life and just manifest that person, or can this really work? I'm waiting to hear from this other person if they want to be in a relationship with me before I make a decision about whether or not I want to move on from them. That seems to be, and I think the problem here is, Gemini, you are like seceding your power, or I should say ceding, thank you, ceding your power here to someone else. Because at the end of the day, you're the decision maker of your own life. You get to choose if you want to stay in that situation, environment, or connection. And there's something here like, but I can't until I hear from them. Well, let's see what they have to say. In their energy is the moving on card. Or I should say the moving card, and then there are like boxes here, okay? So tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles here. Thank you. We have the Hierophant. So it could be a committed partnership, someone you're married to, long-term commitment. This could also be like community group, political group, religious organization that maybe you're having this issue with. Certainly could be like the corporate entity as well in a career and finance reading. That's typically how the Hierophant comes out. So tell me more about this person or this entity. One more shuffle. Thank you. We'll take it. We have the Hierophant. We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Well, this energy doesn't know if they're ever going to give you what it is that you're hoping for. So whatever that Hierophant is to you, the marriage, the committed partnership, the lover, the friend, it could be certainly like I was saying, a community group, political organization, religious organization, circle of friends, could be family, you know, the corporate entity that you work for. They're Five of Wands to the Three of Cups at odds. Like they don't know if they can give you, again, we'll use that work as, you know, as the analogy. This is a boss that doesn't know if they're going to give you the raise that maybe they originally promised you. Why is the moving card here in their energy? Why is the moving card here in their energy? One more shuffle. Thank you. The moving card is in their energy because Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Sun, bottom of the deck, Page of Cups, because they know that if they don't give you an answer, again, using work as an example, they know that you're going to go elsewhere. And they don't want you to go elsewhere. Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, they know that you are heartbroken or disappointed that this has not materialized into what you wanted it to be or what they had promised you that it would be. So we have the energy here of someone that knows that you're disappointed in them because whatever the Ten of Pentacles here was between you and them hasn't quite yet materialized. However, they're not quite sure, Five of Wands to the Three of Cups, if they're going to be able to give you that. Like they don't know if they're going to be able to move in your direction and give you that. But they also know that if they keep you waiting too long, you will like seek or seize another opportunity. So I have a Gemini collective here this week. You're not happy. You don't know what direction to go in. You're waiting to hear like some type of final word or some type of truth, a little bit, just something, so you know what decision to make. And then you have this person here, whoever they are, professional, platonic, or romantic, saying, I know Gemini's disappointed in me, but I don't know what to tell them because I don't want to overpromise. I feel like I already did that. So I don't know what to give them here. But I know that if I don't give an answer soon, Gemini is walking away. 3 more cards on this for this week. 1 more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Emperor, we have Justice, and we have the 7 of Wands, bottom of that King of Pentacles. This person wants to do right by you, but I wouldn't expect any movement this week. The Emperor to Justice. This person knows, the boss, the friend, the family member, the lover, whoever this person is, they know it's within like their capability to do the just, right, fair thing. They know what it is. You don't have to explain it again. There's no reason to argue with them. They fully understand what it is here that they have to do. But 7 of Wands, they are resisting doing it this week. So I wouldn't expect much action or movement or that, whatever it is here that you're waiting for on them, you're just not receiving it this week. Can I get 3 cards here for Gemini on that Page of Swords? 1 more shuffle. Thank you. The 4 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles, bottom of that Page of Cups. You're not receiving it this week. And I know there you are holding firm. Well, I'm not going to make a decision to go anywhere. I'm just going to keep working on the situation, environment, or connection. It looks like this is another week of you working on that situation, environment, or connection, because I don't see them, although they know the right thing to do, they're not doing it this week. That 7 of Wands, they're holding themselves back. So I don't even think that you received that Page of Swords that you're waiting on. Let's get you 3 cards of advice on how to deal with all of this that you're processing, and then also what to do with this person this week. Because some of you, like, you're still engaging with this person, again, especially like if it's your boss. So 3 cards of advice for Gemini this week on how to process this. 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. 1 more shuffle. Thank you. That 4 of Cups there. 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Take care of you this week. Make that judgment call. You don't know what to do yet with this. Fair enough. But you need to take care of yourself this week. Your long-term goals, your plans, your vision. And there's also something here like not allowing whether or not this person can give you the job, raise, promotion, relationship, connection, whatever it is that you want. Do not allow it to diminish your worth. Let's get you 3 cards of advice on how to deal with this person this week. So there's something here about like persevering when it comes to taking care of you. Like this employer's inability to give you the position that maybe they promised you doesn't diminish your value or worth at the company or in the industry. 3 cards of advice on how to deal with this person this week. 1 more shuffle. Thank you. This person this week. Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords, 2 cards came out. Empress and the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, we have 6 of Cups. Well, that's how they came out here. So your advice here for this person, just let them do what they're going to do. They are making a decision. It is fated and destined, if you will, for them to make a decision. But this week, if they're a little silent with you, that's okay. This is not a week to press this person. Are you giving me the job? Are you giving me the friendship or the relationship? There's something here about just allowing this person to process everything that's happening. They already know that you're unhappy. You're making it very clear. If you haven't done it in the last week, you're making it very clear this week that you're unhappy with the situation. So they will be coming to a decision. It just isn't this week. That's what I have for you, Gemini, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.